Yeah, in the wise words of Juno Birch, who, by the way, is acing her Pluto in Capricorn transit, yes, it's happening. Yes, we're doing this. Hey crew, welcome back to the Spiritual Social. I'm Lexi, your local lightworker. I'm a tarot reader and an astrologer, and I'm very happy to be giving you another pick a card reading. This one is going to be on the topic of what do they think of when they hear your name. So this day can be anyone you are having on your mind and on your heart at the moment. This does apply for people who are currently crushing on someone, in a connection with someone. So you would need to have a person in mind. This is not a prospective reading about who is coming your way. This is also a subscriber's requested reading. So thank you so much, beautiful soul, that demanded this reading. I do like to create readings as well that please the collective. So thank you so much for your suggestion and recommendation. I have here for you 4 different piles. You know the drill on my channel. I live shuffle the tarot cards, but I pre-shuffle the oracle cards to save us some time so I can get straight into the messages. And I also like to channel in a flow, as you guys are aware. So I like to have as little moments of pause in between when I start channeling and getting into the flow of a reading, because that's when the magic happens, and I do not want to obstruct the magical things that are happening on this channel. So I have here for you 4 different options. We have here for group 1, fully present. This is my fully present group. Or you could go by the tarot deck, and this is the Etheric Visions German version. Then we have here for my group 2, you are my fully alive group. And this here is the Lion Strider Tarot. For group 3, you are my fully open group. And we have here the Star Spinner Tarot. And last but never least, group 4, you are my fully trusting crew. So I have here as well the Mystical Dream Tarot for you. Take a moment now to figure out which of these piles pulls you in the most. When I pre-shuffle the oracle cards, a lot of the cards spilled on the table at once, which gives me already the intuitive insights that a lot of you are just gonna leave this video playing in the background and you might listen to all 4 groups. If you do so, thank you so much. I enjoy so much the fact that you feel comfortable enough to just hang around with me and my energy. I'm blasting you with love, and I cannot wait to see you at your pile. Hey group 1, hey, I'm so happy to have you here guys on this blessed day. Welcome to this pick a card reading. This is gonna be on the topic of what do they think of when they hear your name. So this is for those of you that are in some sort of connection, or at least you have a crush on someone. We have here my fully present crew, and those of you that chose the Etherical Visions Tarot. So let's find out who is thinking of you and what do they think of when they hear your name. I'm getting somebody that loves the color brown, somebody that likes to wear a brown leather bag, or they might enjoy your leather bag, a fire sign, somebody that likes to win at things, a competitive individual. When they hear your name, they think of the victory, the conquest that they want to achieve. They literally want to conquer you. They want to be victorious in this connection. They want to strut in town and say, I claim you. I'm thinking of that scene in Dirty Dancing. Nobody puts baby in the corner. Yeah, so that kind of energy. And Patrick Swayze, the actor who plays in the movie, is actually a Leo sun. And if I'm not mistaken, he was a Leo sun conjunct Pluto. So a Leo sun with slightly Scorpio energy, Scorpio sensitivities. Then we have the Ace of Swords. This person thinks that you are beginning to communicate with them in a way that is more honest, that is more authentic. I feel like communication is a major impediment in this situation. Both you and this individual prefer to get into things. You don't really like to talk about your physical experiences or your feelings. You might feel awkward, and this is something mutual. Yeah, so I feel that you're both very comfortable doing a lot. We have here this energy of the Six of Wands, so it's about coming together, kissing, doing a lot of things together. Activities, you know, are the main course in your connection. And if you were wondering whether it's only you, well, I'm here to confirm that this is mutual. Your person feels the same. And I have here the Ace of Swords, which tells me that this connection is meant to help you to develop your communicative abilities. Yeah, so if you are struggling a little bit to get your needs in words, to express your desires, to even get this person to talk to you, then keep in mind that this is a connection that is meant to grow into your communication patterns, or more likely a communicative harmony between the two of you. So when this person hears your name, they think of how sweet you are, how active you are, how dynamic. You might post things online, or maybe I'm hearing on TikTok where you're dancing a lot, or you're showing your body, or you're moving, or you're posting photos of you. You know, I see this person taking selfies in front of a lot of things that they're visiting, or things that they're doing with their family, with their friends. So you're quite active, and this person thinks about that, how confident, active, but a little bit clumsy in your communication you can be. I need to say it, I see it here. It is the Ace of Swords, it's not the King of Swords. So this doesn't speak about a person that is very good at communication, you know. And I think that the feelings are mutual. I think that they see a lot of the things that they recognize within themselves, they see them in you, and that's part of the attraction. This person really enjoys themselves. And we have here, oh, the painter, the Künstler. So we have here this person could be artistic, or you could be artistic. I'm getting a sense that you guys are strongly matching each other's energy. I'm not going to say mirroring, because this person is not like your extreme reflection. This is more like you're finding out that you have a lot of things in common, and that creates a sense of affective synchrony, as psychologists like to call it. Kind of like that interaction between a mother and a child, you know, when the mother goes like, ah, and the baby starts smiling as well, because the mother puts so much energy into that interaction that the baby is like, boom, reacting to that. So that's kind of the thing that's happening here. Reaction, energy, somebody's blasting energy into this connection, and the other person reacts, and then they blast back. Yeah. It's kind of like, for lack of a better analogy, have you seen Pokemon? It's kind of that kind of a ha, you know, and those Pokemons charge, and then they transform into those little creatures, and you know, they blast each other with energy. So there is a feeling here that this person thinks of something quite fantastic. They might idealize you. I'm seeing, yeah, okay, I'm feeling very deeply in my sacral chakra. This person has they have fantasies about you, sexual fantasies, in which they reenact their favorite scenes from movies. So this person really enjoys watching movies, and they might have a couple of movies, especially fantasy movies. Maybe they like Lords of the Rings, you know, or Never Ending Story, or I don't know, let me think of another one. Dark City, that's one of my favorites, for example. And they reenact, you know, those things. So instead of the actors that play in those movies, they think of you and the other person, so him or her, being together. Yeah, I see like Castle in the Sky. Yeah, I'm even thinking of that movie by the Ghibli studio, La Puta Castle in the Sky, right? So this person has a very rich world of fantasies. I'm getting that they're quite they're an introvert. This person thinks you're delicious as well, because I had something on my tongue. So this person, yeah, is having certain when they hear your name, they're having certain physiological reactions to that, if you know what I mean. I'm getting a sense as well that this person might turn their head to watch who's behind their back when they hear your name as well. I'm getting a sense that this person can also feel like they want to communicate, that they want to text you as well. But something is holding them back. And my feeling regarding the situation is that what is holding them back is the fact that you could reply in a way that would burst the idealized fantasy that they created. This person actually enjoys being in this fantasy world more than in a real connection. And it's a little bit of a conflict because the paradox, right? This person likes to do a lot of things in the real world, in reality. But at the same time, in connections, they feel safely, or they feel safest, more like it, when they are in a connection that requires a little bit of emotional distance so that they can project their fantasy on the other person. It's like if you are too real, too messy, too full of flaws, this person might find it hard to stick around, because I feel, and hear me out, don't throw this person away in a second just because you heard that. It's because they weren't accepted. So I have a feeling that the way that they know how to react in personal connections, this is 100% the pattern of a person that was born to highly perfectionist parents, and they find it safer to escape in a world of fantasies, because in that world of fantasies they can control the relationship and perfect it how they wish. So they have their unconscious is populated by the idea, the obsession almost of perfection, yeah, because their parents were like that. So that's how they grew up in this environment where everything has to be controlled and perfect and look good and feel good, and straight A student, and everything needs to, there's a lot of pressure, right? A lot of pressure on that person's psyche. So they feel the desire to act, the desire to do a lot of things in reality. They might be very active in their in the way they achieve their money, they earn their income. When they hear your name, they immediately start creating this fantasy. So let's say you're just like a down-to-earth person, you're struggling to get by, you're working on loving yourself, but you acknowledge your flaws, which is perfectly fine and absolutely normal. This person might actually be triggered in a negative way when they feel that you're too real, because it's kind of like the idealized version of you superimposed on the reality of you. It's a little bit sad for this person, not for you. You're perfect as you are, boo, okay? Not for you. And it's okay to be normal and human and make mistakes and learn from them. That's how we grow in life, yeah? But it's just that this person, I'm a little bit sad for them, because it makes me feel like it's the prototype of the individual that prefers episodic intimacy that is mediated by technological devices. They might prefer to get intimate with people that they don't know so well, because they're just so afraid of being themselves. They're just so afraid of having their intimate partner see that they're human, that they're flawed as well. So they'd rather keep to themselves, and they suppress all of these emotions and their desires, and it kind of turns into this very rich inner world of fantasies. Give me a second. Let me check if this individual could be dangerous. No, they're a sweetheart. Yeah, they're a sweetheart. So we have here the Lovers and the Five of Pentacles. Low self-worth. They think that they're not worthy of love. And that's why it's like, I'd rather stay in my fantasy, because in reality, everything is so difficult, especially emotionally difficult. I don't think this person shies away from completing their studies, or they could even be physically athletic. They might like to engage in competitions, run marathons, do work in the community. No, it's just emotional relationships, love. It completely throws them into a headspin. And I generally feel that this is a person that also paradoxically falls in love very quickly. Like, this could be a person that believes in love at first sight, and it happened to them several times, but no one knew because they did not communicate this to their partners. They had relationships that took place over time in their mind, in their rich fantasy world. I do think that this person has some sexual experience, but it's like they prefer to escape. When they hear your name, this person thinks of the fantasy, the making love, the being together, the being seen for who they really are. And they're wondering whether you can accept them. They do feel that you communicate with them also very strangely, like what I said earlier, and I hope I make this quite clear. I'm trying to put it into words. When they hear maybe your name on television, or somebody else says, you know, they're walking on the streets and somebody else says your name, they might want to turn around. It's almost like they're afraid that they manifested you, because they are so enamored with the fantasy that they're hopeful that they might find bits of this rich fantasy world in reality. Like, they're very aware that fantasies are separate from reality. That's why they like to escape in the fantasy world, because reality is too much for them. But they also are hopeful that one day they can bring their fantasies, some of them, into being. And when they hear your name, they think that, you know, maybe you could be this person that they could, like, recreate some of these fantasies with. A counterpart. Somebody that can get them out of their mind a little bit. This person could also like to escape by drinking. So they might do some recreational drinking. Let's see your oracle cards right now. We have here the chakra coronal. So this is the head chakra, the crown chakra. We have here complicated. Oof, yes, this individual is complicated. We have here swan spirit, time for a deep dive. But their feelings run so deep, and they are the committed kind, you know, like swans mate for life. Very romantic, very sensitive. And then we also have here celebration. They think of being together for, even, I would say it, you know, a wedding celebration. Being together, potentially at a party. They fantasize about how would you behave at a party. Would you be able to hold your drinks? Do you drink, you know? Would you judge them if they drink, you know? Things like that. They really would like to have some fun with you. Maybe go out and do something exciting. I'm hearing adventure park. They might want to go on an adventure park trip with you. They might want to go and learn a new skill. I'm hearing shooting. They might like to learn how to shoot. And also bow and arrow, so maybe archery. I feel that this person might want to ride horses as well. They might want to practice the skill with you, you know, see how you handle yourself around pets. This person also might want to kind of share a little bit of their artistic abilities with you, because I think you're artistic as well. You're quite imaginative. I think you post things online, or you share with the world your DIY arts and crafts projects, or if you can paint, draw, sing, dance, you know. I feel that this person is drawn towards that because they're very artistic themselves. So that's why it's like, could you be part of my fantasy? Could we make a fantasy world of our own together? You know, I feel that they're not yet convinced. They need more time to think about it. They need more interactions. But they are thinking that you are a kindred spirit, that you're very similar, that you're cut from the same cloth, that you're as complicated as they are. But I feel like you're much more open and trusting than they are. So they need to overcome their sense of low self-esteem in order to integrate a little bit of the real in this connection, not only the fantasy. The reason why you might not be hearing from them, why it might be so hard to talk to them, it's because they already are having the best connection with you, but in the 5D, in the fantasy realm. And that's about as much as they can handle at the moment. because they just feel like, oh, but I'm not good enough. What if this person, you know, what if I take my clothes off in front of this person and they think, oh, there's something wrong with your body. But in the fantasy world, their body would always be okay, you know, your body will always be okay too. So there is that, you know, that important step in their personal maturity and in their personal healing journey, that they need to acknowledge that it's okay to be imperfect. You know, that's what makes us so beautiful and so lovable. Yeah, so that's what they think of when they hear your name. Yeah, they would like to have a really beautiful, creative relationship with you, because they're getting an inkling, they're getting a nudge, a feeling in their chest that this could be something more, as long as they're brave enough to explore it. So if you feel so inclined, feel free to gently nudge them. Don't give up on them. But if you'd rather this person takes the lead and shows an act of bravery, then allow them to come forward towards you. But I'm just saying, it will take some time, okay? Patience is required in this situation. You don't want to spook them. So that's what I had for you, Group 1. I hope you've enjoyed this reading, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye, my loves. Hey, Group 2. Hey, my darlings. I'm so happy to see you here today. Well, not really see you, but to have you here today. Welcome to a PickACard reading on the topic of what do they think of when they hear your name. So this has been a subscriber's requested reading. I'm super grateful for the person that wanted this reading to be created, and I'm super happy to be creating it. We have here the Fully Alive crew, and I feel like I'm speaking more in your pile, which means that you guys are very chatty. And also for those of you, I already started shuffling it, but this is the Lion Strider Tarot. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of a chatty, scattered energy. This is my Gemini pile. Hey, Geminis. How are you guys? I hope you're doing great. And if not, we're gonna work on it, okay? So let's find out. What is this person thinking of when they hear your name? I'm hearing that you have quite a unique name, so you're actually a little bit like, let's see if Lexi gets it, you know? I'm not going to guess your name, but I do think that it's harder for people to say your name or for your name to be widely broadcasted into society. Maybe it's a very unique name. It's very rare. Okay, so we have here the Page of Swords. What is happening today with communication? Because Group 1 had this as well. Well, they had the lower energy. That was the Ace of Swords. But we're having here the Page of Swords. So feeling a little bit inadequate in the ways in which you communicate, wanting to improve your communication capacities, wanting to study, having a beginner's mind. This is what this person thinks of when they think of you. They think of the fact that I need to approach this person from a very different communicative point of view than I have done so in the past. Let me give you an example. Maybe in the past, this person would send a lot of pictures of themselves naked to other individuals, and that's how they stirred that person's fantasies. Well, with you, they cannot do that, so they need to come up with something else, yeah? Or maybe in the past, this person sent a lot of GIFs and emojis, and they didn't even need to write out words. But you're not the kind of person, you know, you want full sentences. You want okay dot. You don't want just the K. So I'm getting a sense that this person, so I'm getting a sense that you are good at communication and this person wants to match that. Okay, so what I said at the beginning about the beginner's mind, that's from their part, okay? It's kind of difficult at the moment to parse the energy, but we're doing our best here. Okay, we have 9 of Cups as well. So feeling as if they can make a wish come true with you, as if you have the energy that you're quite tolerant and open-minded enough to fulfill something that they deeply desire. Strong correspondences here with Group 1, so I think that either you guys are listening to both of these and you're the same kind of people, so that's why I'm tapping into the same kind of energies, but I feel like this is branching out a little bit. The 3 of Cups, so again, celebrations. The 3 of Cups appeared in Group 1 as well. I'm having a sense here that Wow, such a strong block. This person gets tired of talking. This person feels a little bit tired of communication. It's like they communicate, they want to talk, they want to put their feelings into words, but then boom, the energy disappears. It's like, I'm done talking, I need to go and rest. I don't know what else you want me to do. Yeah. So I'm getting here the energy of somebody that is a water-based energy in combination with somebody that is an air-based energy. You both admire each other because you admire what you think you lack. So you see in the other person something that you think you lack in yourself. You, for example, could be a great communicator, you could be into facts, you might not believe in God. The other person can be really creative, very intuitive, might be very faithful, right? Believing in God, believing in the world of spirits. So you're attracted to that because you're thinking, how do they do that? I mean, I would like to be like that too. And the other person is the same. So they're thinking of you. When they think of you, they think of, this person talks so much. It's like, how do they have that energy? But not in a bad way, okay? They're like not dissing you. But it's like, I wish I had that energy to talk, to express myself, to bring clarity on issues that I feel them, but the other person is able to put them into words and explain them very carefully to other people. Do you know how Geminis, Libras, and Aquarius have this really interesting talent that they notice things that are obvious for the majority of us, but they're able to put it into words. And because they do so, a lot of people agree with them because everybody else is like, yeah, I've been feeling this, but more on an intuitive level or on an emotional level. But air signs have this capacity of bringing it into being through their words. Something that the majority of us are feeling through in other ways, yeah? So yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that this person thinks you're very smart, you're very present, you're very in tune with a lot of things. I think that this person thinks you're very good at entertaining other people. You make people laugh, you crack jokes, you pick up on jokes very easily, you have very good comebacks, you know? You could be very sarcastic. Instead of actually taking things to heart or reacting in a violent, kind of mean, oppressive way, you're actually kind of like, in 2 seconds, you've thought of a really clever comeback that even the other person that hears the comeback, they might not actually catch on the first time they hear what you had to say. But maybe everyone else around them does, and they start laughing. So you entertain people. You're like a ray of light. Very happy, very optimistic, chatty, but you can be overwhelming to this individual. So I'm gonna tell you, yeah? Just as I felt that blocked, all of a sudden, it's like the energy was going, boom, collapsed. Yeah, completed. Now we have here as well the Four of Swords, yes. This person thinks that they need a good rest after coming into contact with your energy, that they might need a nap. This person could be a little bit complacent, maybe a little bit go with the flow kind of individual. They might not like to actually, you see, this is a sleeping lion. It's not a lion that is fully alive like your crew. It's in between states of consciousness. So I feel that this person only does things if in some way they get a reward. It might sound a bit weird, but they do have this desire to not move the energy so strongly, not leave imprints, not necessarily push things or force them. That's the good side. The other side is that they can be perceived as lazy or a bit too stuck in their ways. This person might actually need to rest a lot. I'm getting a sense that for some of them, they might have a certain condition. For example, they might not be able to spend too much time outdoors. Maybe they have an illness, an underlying condition. I think that some of you are aware of this. The other group of you, you're not aware of this. So if you're wondering, why is this person a little bit slow, or why are they not so active or so fired up, you know? It's mostly because being chatty is not their style, and second of all, they're conserving their energy. They don't really have that those plenty reserves of energy that you do. Mwah. And I completely stumbled over that sentence. I think that also they don't want to come across as stupid, so they'd rather not say something if they don't know what to say. They're also trying to save face a little bit. But I think that both of you are quite jovial, quite sociable people. You have a lot of friends around, both of you, so people that help you. But yeah, I am getting a feeling of tiredness, complacency, even recovering from an illness. That kind of a vibration. Let's see your oracle cards right now. I'm also getting a sense that for a lot of you, when they hear your name, this person kind of feels a little bit defeated. They might want to retreat. They might not want to invest that much energy into this connection. So I have to say it because I'm getting a sense that the energy is kind of like you're scraping something off the barrel of a chest and you're still thinking it might be delicious when it's just the last bits of something, you know? And I'm getting a sense that you're the more enthusiastic one, you're the more alive, energetic partner, while the other person is more like, take it or leave it, you know, I'm okay. Oh, so let's see what the oracle cards have to say. Yeah, transformation, trompe des anges. So we have here, I feel that this person comes alive more at nighttime than during daytime. There is a feeling that they open up in a silent, cool, calm environment. Yeah, I'm getting a sense that they're overstimulated by information and facts throughout the day. Even bright sunlight can be a bit too much for them. Maybe they're sensitive. Yeah, they don't like loud noises. They could have an inner state of anxiety around large crowds. They could have other things on their mind throughout the day. I'm getting a sense that, you know, existing in the 3D is a bit of a difficulty for this individual. They could have a lot of planets in the 12th house. Or they might be super sensitive and they have a cluster of planets in the 4th and the 8th house. So there's a sense of karmic heaviness with this individual. And they don't want to make you feel bad. They don't want to drag you down. But it's just from time to time understand that, yeah, this person could also be struggling a little bit with some hidden depression. Yeah. But when they hear your name, I'm getting a sense that they are, yeah, I'm struggling at the moment to uplift the energy because it was quite on a high, but now it's poof, kind of dimming down. Let's see the other cards. Oh, wow. Whew, there we go. No wonder. So we have whale spirit, the deepest, heaviest energy. Yeah. Trust the great mystery. Yeah, this is a go with the flow kind of person. This is the dude abides, you know, from the Big Lebowski kind of energy. It's like, why cause a stir when you can just exist and see where life takes you? This is not a person that's gonna take charge or push towards things happening. I'm sorry if this is not what you want to hear. This is a person that indeed can have some very, very dark, low moods from time to time. It might be hard for them in some days to get out of bed. When they hear your name, they think of happiness. They think of this ray of light, yeah? A person that is even a little bit goofy or silly, somebody that makes them laugh, somebody that has a lot of friends, somebody that is chatty, but can be quite overwhelming for them because this person is highly introverted. And if they're not introverted, I feel like they're brought down. Their energy is really brought down by a lot of karmic energy. So they could have planets in Scorpio, as I said, in the 12th, the 4th, the 8th house, and Scorpio or Capricorn. And they're having to push. It's an effort for them to feel at their best every day. Okay, so we have here intuition, Grandmaster number 33. They think you're perfect. They think you're perfect. They think you're somehow blessed, like you have this energy that they don't have in their life. Like you're able to tap into something light and airy and the exact opposite of what they're feeling on a daily basis. Like they might try to not share this with a lot of people because they do not want to come across as a miserly Peter, you know. But they are heavy. They are heavy individuals. They go through heavy feelings, quite obsessive, quite repetitive. But look, by combination, by comparison, you are light, you are bright. You bring this air of things are possible. Life is good. Enjoy it. Let's have fun. Let's play. And this person is more like, but I feel like I'm sinking in quicksand 24 hours a day. How? It's interesting. It's like opposites attract, right? Low energy meets light energy. We have here the moon. All is not set in stone in this connection. It's in a flux. It ebbs and it flows. You feel a lot of desire to be with this person, then you might feel distracted. This person is trying to make some moves towards you, then they go into that low mood and they retreat. I'm hearing that you don't need to know everything at the moment. It will be revealed. Every time there will be a full moon, I feel that this person will send a lot of energy your way. Or they might want to get in touch with you just to have a little bit of that yummy, optimistic energy. It's interesting because you guys would fit very well together. This person can ground you, can help you understand of the seriousness of certain things in life, can help you reach deeper levels of yourself, and you can actually uplift this person, make them feel less stodgy and bummed down and less heavy and, you know, like a bear waking up from a slumber, moody and like, what's the point? You can give their life a more optimistic coloring. Yeah, you can definitely kind of lift them up from whatever drama they perceive is happening within themselves and within their surroundings. So when they hear your name, this person just thinks of how perfect you are, how feminine, how light, how easily you can move between energies. You can be a flexible, mutable sign. So Gemini, Virgo, Pisces, Sagittarius. And they could be more of a fixed sign. So Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Leo. Oof, I think I need to do some energetic cleansing because the more I tap into this person's energy, the more kind of sad I feel, you know? So yeah, be mindful about this connection. I do think that this individual is worth it. It's just, at the moment, you're not supposed to know a lot of things in this connection. So if you feel low, shift the energy around a little bit. Keep in mind, you're the light. You're the light individual, the bright, the uplifting individual in this connection, okay? While this person you have in your mind brings the depth, yeah? Okay, that's what I had for you, group 2. God bless. I'm sending you lots of light and hope to see you in my next one. Bye. Hey, group 3. Hello, my loves. Welcome on this blessed day to another pick a card reading. This is on the topic requested by a subscriber. What do they think of when they hear your name? And this is for my fully open crew and the ones that were drawn to the Star Spinner Tarot. So let's find out, my loves, what does this person think of when they hear your name? I'm hearing popsicles or like starbursts, those tiny not chocolates, those tiny drops, gumdrops, flavor drops, sweet and sour. They're thinking of something flavorful, something that leaves their leaves their mouth watering, that you can be both sweet and sour. Let's see the cards. Yeah. We have here the Lovers. This could be a same-sex connection. Okay, God. they're thinking of a lot of sexual things. They're thinking that they want to hit that spot. That's what I'm hearing, okay? For a second, I was like, should I convey it? Yeah, okay, I'm gonna say it. We also have here the Two of Wands. There is a lot of chemistry between the two of you, but for some reason, you're walking in parallel to each other. Your energy is in parallel. It hasn't yet converged. So it could be that you're both tiptoeing around this connection, around this energy. You might actually be thinking, I feel this attraction towards this person. What if they don't like me back? What if they're, you could be bi, or you could be attracted to the same sex, and you're thinking, what if this person is straight and they're attracted to the opposite sex? I don't want to make a fool of myself, yeah? There is a feeling here that with the beautiful fairy and so much yellow solar plexus energy, that you'll very soon get a boost of confidence. I think Leo season, and I am filming this in Leo season, is going to give you that proud heart, right? It's going to help you overcome a limitation and just throw caution to the wind. You know what? I'm going to take a leap of faith. Let's see what happens. In the worst case, I learn something, right? So we have here as well the Five of Swords. Yeah, you're thinking that you want to be with this person no matter what, at all costs. You're thinking that this person just thrills you. I'm hearing that song by U2 from Batman, from the soundtrack of Batman, right? The one with thrill me, kiss me, and I think he said at the end, kill me or something. But anyway, it's not about the violent aspect. This is more about, charm me, seduce me, let me touch you. Wow, okay, a lot of sexual energy, but in a very flirtatious kind of way. Like, I want to be around you, and I kind of want to fall in love, that process of, I want to daydream about you, I want to yearn for you. Don't give me everything that you are at once, but allow me to slowly unwrap the many layers of you. Wow, it's turning quite poetic already, guys. So we have here the Ten of Chalices. Happy, happy, happy. You send this person to their happy place. Whenever they hear your name, they go like, yeah, I'm in my happy place right now. You get them to daydream as well. And they could be daydreaming of a partnership. If in the past they prefer to go solo, now they're thinking of a duo. If they were a little bit reluctant to commit, I feel that they would do it wholeheartedly in your connection. But I'm hearing, but take it slow. Take it slow. Allow them to learn how to trust you slowly, to feel that they can trust you. This could be a connection between two water signs. It's like there is that instant attraction, that instant soul recognition, but trust needs to be established for people to feel emotionally safe enough to be vulnerable with each other. And even though you might feel that, okay, I can be vulnerable with this person, they can feel me and they feel with me. At the same time, I do want to be a little bit cautious, right? Because you're sensitive individuals and you don't want to step on somebody's wrong toes. I also feel that this poses a significant number of challenges if you're attracted to the same sex, because again, you might not have all the information regarding this person's sexual preferences, and you don't want to I'm hearing the expression meter la pata. It's like you don't want to actually what is the word, do something shameful or do something silly or kind of come across as the weirdo in this connection, you don't want to create unnecessary feelings of guilt and shame when you can avoid them. So we have here the Page of Chalices. This speaks about beginning to be comfortable with these feelings that are created within themselves. So either they are, sorry about that, confusing information over. So they are starting to be comfortable with the feelings that you provoke in them. This is a lot about feelings. I'm so happy to see this. It's like Cups cards have been missing, even from my personal readings lately. There's been a lot of not so romantic news being delivered, and I'm so happy to see in this pile that this is about emotional connections, right? Diving deep into the world of feelings, fantasies, the unconscious, feeling nurtured by this person, feeling watered by them. And it's super sweet because you see, this is a mermaid that is talking to a puppy. It's like idyllic almost, right? We see this arc over here, which looks a little bit like a rainbow. There's a little cottage, a very cozy cottage in this forest in the background. It's just a lot of feelings of coziness, of safety. They feel safe with you and they want to explore this connection further. They're slowly falling in love with you, and it's like it gives them a lot of hope. Gives them a lot of hope, a lot of joy. But allow them to daydream a little bit. Don't rush this connection. You don't have to, you know, hit your wagon to the stars so quickly. You don't have to actually get on that wedding ring platform, right? It's okay. Allow this to unfold. This is a really beautiful time in your connection when a person falls in love with you and you're in that excited stage at the beginning. Enjoy it, because hopefully you're not gonna want to feel it with someone else at a later point in time, and hopefully you might not need to because you found your person. Enjoy it because this is what is going to create those beautiful memories that will nurture you through the rough times in your connection. And if you're lucky enough to have a long-term connection with this person, you will go through many ups and downs and changes and doubts and worries, and you will fall back on what brought you two together, and you'll need to remember that period when you guys fell in love with each other. That's why it's such a strong period, that honeymoon period, because it needs to give you that energy to, first of all, be crazy enough to commit to someone, open your heart to someone, have a baby with someone, which is huge, right? But also to fall back on these beautiful memories when the going gets rough. Yeah, so this is gorgeous energy. I'm so happy my fully open group, being open and taking a chance, is really paying off. So they are slowly falling in love with you. They are acknowledging their feelings for you. You give them these really beautifully melancholic, nurturing, you remind them of things from their childhood, from their past, the good parts, you know. You could even remind them of tastes and feelings, and maybe their mother preparing their favorite dish, you know, and it feels like that. Being with you feels like receiving some nurturing food from their parent, or enjoying playing around, you know, things like that. It's very sweet. It's a very, very sweet energy. I mean, these are some of the best cards you can get. The Lovers, the 10 of Cups, and the Page of Cups, right? So it's overflow, yeah, overflow. That's all I have to say. Let's see the oracle cards. Harmony. You know, happiness can get you quite dumb. It's like when you're channeling this energy of happiness, it can make you feel like, I don't know what to say, I don't know what to do. Everything feels just right. I don't feel like I want to push. I don't even feel like I want to work. I just want to feel happy. I just want to feel this, you know. Harmony. Yeah, you guys are you're meant to come together. You're meant to come together. You're meant to fall in love with each other. So it's 100% confirmation. We have so many couple imagery over here, right? We have it here, we have it here, we have it here. Couples, 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 yeah. And this shows a couple that is blessed by the Holy Spirit. So what more do you want me to say? This person is falling in love with you. When they hear their name, they think, my person, my soulmate, my counterpart. We also have your visualization. Full moon, yeah. So, okay, two things with this one. This person feels like they visualized you. They know you from somewhere, even before they met you in the 3D. And it's because they have the feeling that they manifested you. Yeah, exactly. Like in that national song, you know, I dreamed about you for 29 years before I met you. So that's the thing, you know, they've been doing some heavy manifestation and finally you appeared in their life and you tick all the right boxes. Everything that they had in their unconscious is suddenly materialized in the embodiment of you. And I feel like they want to touch you like this, you know, like caress you. I don't know what this move is, but it's like waves of pleasure coming your way. We also have here mouse spirit, tend to the small stuff. So I think that right down to the details of who you are and what makes you tick, and even maybe your physical mannerisms, maybe even the way you speak, the tone of your voice, the way you flick your hair. These things are exactly as what they visualized, exactly what they wanted in a partner. And I think that for the majority of you, when this person met you, it's like mind blown, you know, whoa. Does somebody know everything that I've been thinking of? How come you fit so well with everything I've imagined? This person could be a very good manifester as well. So there you go. You are their creation. It's like, what was it? Pygmalion and Galatea, right? That was the story. So creating somebody, but not out of rock, but just with the power of your mind. So we have here letting go, number 22. In order for this connection to manifest and to move towards where you would like it to be, towards this really beautiful 10 of Cups, you have to allow, almost like the tides of the sea, moments when you guys spend a lot of time together, right? High tide. And then moments when the tide is low and you do your own thing. But then even when you are not together with this person, there's still something deeply happening between the two of you. The connection is kind of growing, and there is that, oh, I'm missing you, you know, I'm yearning for you, I want to touch you again. It's amplifying, right? You're amplifying those feelings. This is such a beautiful reading. I cannot believe it. I did not expect it. The best things in life come when you least expect them. And they just like boom, like that, you know, poof, wow. Life decided to surprise me. And that's the beauty of them. They happen in this way because they're meant to help you believe in a higher force. They're meant to help you believe in magic. So I'm really happy to say this, that the person, when they're thinking of you, they're thinking of their counterpart. They're thinking that you are their soulmate, that you're somebody that they want to spend a lot of time entwined with, that they want to bond with you, mind, body, and soul. And they wonder whether if they let you go, will you come back? I feel that they want to take a risk. But I feel that inevitably you will be pulled back into their energy because they spend so much time visualizing you. They spend so much time visualizing the life that they can have with you, how every little thing fits, how all the details of your life together fit. There could be some fear though. There could be a fear of receiving love that might be stalling this process. So this is why I think that these periods of high tide and low tide, high feelings and low feelings, happen between the two of you. And allow them to happen. Don't interfere. Wanting to control this process is going to spook this person. It's going to kind of scare them. So allow them to just feel it. Allow them to come towards you when they feel ready. And keep sending them beautiful energy. You know, they're visualizing you, you're visualizing them. They're manifesting you, you're manifesting them. Work on this person even when they are not next to you. Energetically work, that's what I mean. I don't think like I need to say more. I mean, this reading made me feel super happy. I hope I transmitted this to you as well. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye. Hey group 4, hello my loves, I'm so happy to have you here with me today. Welcome to a pick a card reading on the topic of what do they think of when they hear your name. So this is for my fully trusting crew, and for those of you that were drawn to the Mystical Dream Tarot, let's find out who is this person and what do they think of when they hear your name. I'm hearing beautiful name. Oof. This person puts you on a high regard. So they might even place you high up on that pedestal. So let's see. We have the Ace of Pentacles. They're thinking that you're this kind of person that is up and coming. There is a lot of promising energy around you. You could be studying towards achieving a really important degree, or you've just started setting the foundation stones for your business. You have a lot of ideas. You're very promising. You have a very pragmatic sense of what it is you want to achieve, and you're taking the necessary steps towards achieving them. You're also very kind to those around you. I feel like you're this kind of person that would work in a soup kitchen or would donate their goods to the poor. It's like there is something charitable about your nature. We have the Ouroboros, which, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, this is the Wheel of Fortune. The Ouroboros is the traditional Greek snake that, snake, dragon more like it, that eats its own tail. And it's a symbol of infinity, of things always coming full circle. So they think that you're very wholesome, you're very complete, you're very balanced in a way. I also think that this card tells me that if you say you're going to do something, you're going to do it. So you act with integrity and you speak with integrity. You don't make promises that you won't keep. So there is a sense that you easily inspire trustworthiness in other people. Two of Cups. Wow, this person wants something romantic with you. They feel like you would be a good partner to have by their side. Wow, I didn't expect this. This took quite of a detour. I'm also getting a sense that this could be a connection that you guys established through work. It doesn't have to be working in a corporation or in a traditional environment. You could have met at a conference. You could have met through a project, through a friend that was working with you. There is a feeling here that this is something that was first professional or charitable in some way. And now it's kind of turning more romantic. Okay, let's see all the cards that I have here. We have the Seven of Wands. Okay. There is a little bit of a dark energy surrounding this person. And I think that this comes from certain karmic imbalances. Okay. This person is attracted to your kindness because they might have acted very foolishly and very arrogantly in the past. And I feel that they are constantly feeling watched. And the feeling of being watched usually stems from a guilty conscience. So I feel that this person either hurt somebody or did something really selfish, and they regret it. And they keep having this mountain of regret on their shoulders. And when they see you being so stable, so kind, so wholesome, it's like, it might sound much, but it's like you promised them atonement. It's like redemption. Being in your energy can help them let go of this unlucky energy, this evil energy that they feel around them, which they have incurred as a consequence of overusing their ego. Excessive individualism. Prioritizing their own needs without taking into account who they were walking over. Yeah, so this person is a little bit in a karmic bind. Things are not working for them as they hoped that they would work. They are not able to manifest things as they want to, for 44 when I said that, because at the moment they're a little bit blocked, they're limited. It's almost as if Spirit said, no, you have to go back over what you've did. You have to consider the consequences of your actions and how they affect other people before we can allow you more happiness and before we can let you manifest to your heart's content like you used to do in the past. Does that make sense? So karma is basically the law of consequence. For everything that you do in this life, you will get some sort of reply, reaction, response. Even if you do something now and you feel like, oh, there's nothing happening, I got away with it, there will always be something happening, even if it takes 10 years from the moment when you did it. So also because it's related to the cycles of Saturn and where Saturn reaches a point. So that's why it's so important to live with integrity, to try to do what's kind, what's good, because you will always incur some sort of retribution, maybe if not now, later on. And I think this person is learning this really important spiritual lesson at the moment, and they see you as a sort of as a person that can help alleviate this bad luck, this tough lesson that they had to learn. It's not that they want to project this lesson onto you or bring you bad luck through associating with them. It's just that they want to do better. They want to be better. Yeah, I feel that they're learning their lesson. They're not so arrogant or so foolish as they were in the past. The Spirit of Wands, yeah, see this beautiful energy of being in a crystal cave. I love this. It makes me feel of like, you know, it's one of my fantasies, being in a crystal amethyst cave. Wow. Phenomenal. So this speaks about needing to go within, needing to connect with the spiritual energy in their life, figuring out that sexuality is spiritual energy, figuring out that their actions have a consequence, how things are connected and bound energetically. It's kind of like they're tapping into what lies beyond the veil, or the 5D if you want to call it like that, but I don't like that that way of expressing this beautiful rich world of mystery, which is actually a representation of the cosmos or cosmic energy here on Earth. But there is a feeling here that they find you mysterious. It's like they want to understand deeply how you get by in life by being so kind without having other people take advantage of you. They want to understand how you keep walking the straight path, how you don't take any detours. This is a really interesting reading. I didn't expect it to come by. I mean, yeah, it's kind of like a lost soul meets a very balanced, wholesome soul. And then we have here, yeah, the Divine Tower. There's going to be some action in this situation. There's going to be an emotional outburst. I'm getting a very strong indication this is going to be something of a sexual kind, okay? Something sexual, romantic. The Tower in this context, next to the Spirit of Wands, it's kind of like that energy when somebody wants you and they've been holding back for a long time, and then as soon as you guys get a brief moment of you being in the same room with this other person, it's electric and it's like magnetic, you pulling you towards each other. It's the force of your desires, right? That have been deeply, deeply stuck in the unconscious. And it's coming up. So this is gorgeous because you see the energy is growing. We started off with the Ace of Pentacles, then we moved on to the Two of Cups, from something work-prone, pragmatic, to something deeply romantic and emotional, to something that requires you to hold your ground, hold a vision, be firm and committed and determined. Do not back down from this. Something that feels lucky, fated, divinely brought into being, and then boom, passion. Yeah, the Tower and the Spirit of Wands. Electricity, magnets coming together. Okay, I'm also getting something else. This person might want to kind of like corrupt you a little bit. Not in the sense that they want you to do the same mistakes that they have done, but they're attracted to your purity. And they want to, oh, okay, another literary reference just filtered through, I'll tell you in a second. But they want you to, it's kind of like Yeah, they want to sexually open you up because you might be a little bit too focused on purity, you know, too focused on being good, on doing everything by the book, you know? Yeah, there's a little bit of that devil angel kind of dynamic, you know? The literary reference that came to mind is Dostoevsky, and I was thinking of Raskolnikov. Is this kind of energy, you know, of a person that's a little bit lost, a person that's very focused on the material aspects, then they do something that they're not supposed to be doing. And they go through this whole process of their consciousness comes up to the surface to shame them, shame them, shame them until the moment when they give up and they confess. And it's mostly because of the image of the person that they're falling in love with, that they want to do good, that they want to atone. Definitely read Crime and Punishment. It's such a beautiful book, and the ending especially is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, about forgiveness and coming together with the person that you love because you kind of look up to them and they make you be better as well. Absolutely beautiful. So yeah, that's the kind of energy that I'm getting here. Yeah, the Crime and Punishment kind of vibe. Let's see your oracle cards right now. It's very it's very sensual, it's very calm, like things are brewing underneath the surface. When this person hears your name, they think of somebody that is kind of like above them, somebody that they want to look up to, even somebody a little bit holy. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting. They might have this, if they're a man, they might have that internalized Madonna whore complex where they tend to kind of very drastically separate between women that are sluts and women that are holy and good and kind. Obviously, no such women exists because people are a combination of these two aspects all the time, but some more than others, you know? So let's see. And by the way, there's nothing wrong with being a slut, just as being holy doesn't make you perfect. Yeah, keep that in mind. So we have here Sagesse, number 44, Wisdom. And you have again 44. I think that I said it earlier. I said it at the recording time. It was 44. So this person thinks you're very wise for your age, that somehow you intuitively know a lot of things. You don't have to be book smart, but it's kind of like you carry a little bit this energy of a very wise soul. And they want to kind of like be around you to notice how you're thinking, to notice what it is you're doing throughout the day that kind of makes you feel so worthy of being put on a pedestal, if that makes sense. Because they want to do that to you. They want to kind of like worship and adore you. But it's like they also want to understand, why are you like that, you know? See her spirit, watch and wait. Yeah, that's the kind of vibe I was getting. Almost like an alligator filtering through the water, stalking its prey very gently. But it's not that they are a stalker and you are a prey. I'm not getting that vibe from here. It's more like observing you so that they understand that this image you're putting forward is not just for the show. That is not just the role that you carefully curated and actually, you know, you pretend to be kind, but when you go back home, you abuse your pets. You know, something like that. So they're taking their time kind of observing and analyzing you, almost like a detective going through a case file, you know? It's like, what are we missing? What are these pieces put together? What are they telling us about the psychology of this individual? How will they strike next? What is their next move? And then we have Gaia. Oof, they think you're so sensual. Like you might walk in a very self-assured, calm way. I think that you're this kind of individual that even if you're dressed in a potato sack, you would still ooze sensuality. Because it's about the way you, first of all, the way you take care of yourself, but your energy is very calmly nurturing, you know? Like you can just sit on a chair and listen to someone and you just exude this sense of calm and peace, and you relax the people around you. Just like the earth, right? Just like it relaxes us, it centers us. Brings us to that state of gratitude and peacefulness. That's your energy. That's how they perceive you. And that's what they think of when they hear your name. Then we also have here, congratulations, success. Yes, baby, this is coming into being. So number 39, which No, I don't think that's so significant, the number in this situation. But maybe you do think that numbers are significant. Maybe you've been seeing a lot of synchronicities while you're thinking of this person. And the synchronicities are here just to let you know that whatever you're thinking of, if you're thinking of this person, it's manifesting. So the synchronicities are like, heads up, we're manifesting, keep the vision, keep it. Don't throw it away, don't doubt it, hold it. Okay, focus on it, amplify it, don't give up. So there is a feeling here that it's such a beautiful energy you exude. I'd like to know you, group 4. It's really, really sexy. I'm thinking of Taurus, you know, Taurus vibes. So we have here Gaia, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Spirit of Wands. You see they're kind of like covered up. Okay, for some of you, this could literally be that maybe you come from a culture in which you need to cover up. You know, that's part of your tradition. It's how you value yourself as a woman and your femininity. Perfectly fine, perfectly understood. And this person fantasizes of how you would look like completely disrobed, right? And vulnerable looking, right? But this is more about not necessarily you wearing a veil or something covering up. It could be that you dress in a more conservative way. But as I said, even if you wear like a halter top, you know, that covers your neck, and you put your hair in a very strict bun, and you wear boots or something like that that cover your feet, you still emanate this beautiful, sexy vibe, like very, like drinking a cup of hot cocoa. I don't know how to describe it, like warm molten chocolate. That's the vibe I'm getting. And this person kind of wants to like be around you, and like I feel like they love the way you smell as well, and touch you and hold you, and maybe even put their head on your shoulder and feel comforted. That's what they think of when they think of your name. So I hope you've enjoyed this reading. That's what I had for you, my loves, and I hope to see you in my next one. Take care until then. Bye.